Okay, so in this video, I'm going to demonstrate executing several methods, and then we'll ask the user if we want to execute those methods again. So for example, let's say we're playing a game, and our game contains several methods that need to be executed. We'll execute those methods, then we'll ask the user if they would like to play the game again. So in order to get input from the user, we're going to need a scanner. We're going to need to use the scanner. So I'll go ahead and key in scanner, and let's name it keyboard. So this is a class variable here. Class name scanner, and a variable we're naming keyboard. We have the import here already because I did this earlier. So now let's go ahead and create an instance of that variable. Name keyboard, and we'll pass the system in parameter to indicate we want input from the user. Let's create a character variable to hold the value that the user will enter to determine if they want to continue playing or not. And we'll initialize that variable to yes. Now remember, when you use a character, use single quotes around a letter or around the character when you initialize it. Okay, so now let's pretend like we have three methods. And we're just going to call them methods A, B, and C. So I'm going to create three additional methods here, A, B, and C. So there's method A, there's method B, there's method C, and inside of each method, we're just going to print something. We'll print A, we'll print B, and then print C. Just to indicate, hey, we are doing something in each method. So again, we're mimicking playing a game. Let's say these were actual methods. We would be having statements in here that would they will perform actions um, relevant to playing the game. So let's go ahead and call the three methods. So the first method we want to call is A. We're going to call A to be executed. And then let's say go ahead and execute B. We know we want to execute these three methods. And we'll do the same for C. So we've executed our methods. Now we'd like to ask the user, hey, would you like to play this game again? But before we can do that, we need to put this in a loop. So we want these methods to execute over and over again, as long as the user wants to play the game. So let's put this inside of a while loop. So we'll say while continue playing. I said player, that should be playing. So we want to determine if they will continue playing the game. So while continue playing is equal to yes, while it's equal to yes, we are going to execute our three methods. So we need a body for this while loop, so we'll put the open curly brace and the close. So while continue playing is equal yes, go ahead and execute the three methods. Now, I misspelled continue up here. I think I'm just trying to type too fast or something. So go ahead and correct that. I should say continue playing, not player, as it said earlier. So while the user would like to continue playing, we're going to execute the three methods. So at the moment, this loop would never end because we're initializing it to yes. And it's always going to be yes, we've never changed it. What we actually want to do is prompt the user to enter whether they would like to play again. So we'll say, would you like to play again? And let's just tell them to enter yes or no, or Y or N. Now we need to take their entry, so we'll do keyboard dot next line, and I'll let NetBeans grab it for me. So they're going to be entering a character, and we don't know if they're going to enter upper or lowercase. So let's convert it. And you can say ignore the case. There's an option here to ignore case, or we can convert it to lower or to upper. So I like to do the to upper conversion. So whatever case they enter, we're going to convert it to upper, and we'll have our program read upper. And then we need to say character at, and it's going to be the very first character on the line, which is going to be at index 0. So the very first character on the line is going to be at index 0, not index 1. So we're going to take all of that and move it to that character variable that we call continue playing. So this is going to end up being one character that's been converted to uppercase. It's either going to be Y or N. We're not going to do any validation on it. We're just going to, for this semester, just trust the user enters the correct thing. So this is an example of running methods inside of a loop and prompting the user for a value and continuing to execute our loop based on that value. So let's go ahead and run this and see what happens here. And the first thing it does is it prints A, B, and C. And it asks if we would like to play again. And I'll say, yes, I do. I'll enter the lowercase y. Still recognize that lowercase y. Prints, it runs our three methods and asks if we would like to play again. Yes or no, I'll enter uppercase. And I messed up, I hit enter instead. So that's why it's important to have validations, but I'm not, we're not really covering that this semester. So I'll just run it again. And say, yeah, I want to play again. And then, yes, I want to play again. And then, yeah. So we'll play 3 times, and then we'll say no, we want to stop. When I enter no, our program ends. Okay, thank you.